How are you?
Okay, so what we will be doing today, we will be going over the last assignments that was on order of operation and sign numbers, number line, and we will start on measures of central tendency with mean. We'll start with the mean, which is the same as average. So let's look at your work of October 31st. Now, Marietta is on mute because she's getting her foot done. Marietta, you can hear me, right?
I don't think so.
She can hear me, but she has some work on her foot, so somebody's talking. So that's why she's
I
on
think
mute.
she moved from in front because think she get up on the walker or something and walk there.
Yeah, she said someone was coming to work on her
Yeah, so
foot.
probably she wait till the door to open.
Okay. All right. Let's get started on number 1. Which point is 7/8? Okay, Maureen, what did you
Yeah.
get for number 1?
Let's see.
1, 2, 3, or 4?
I get F.
That's number what?
That's the one between 7 and 7/8.
No, look
1,
over
2.
here, Maureen, your choices. 1 is C, 2 is F, 3 is D, and 4 is E. So what is your number for the correct answer?
I get 1. I get 2.
2. Very good. I put numbers here because I didn't want you to get confused with letters, you know, the A, B, C, D. So I put numbers. So you say the answer is number 2. Mercedes, did you do that one?
No, miss, I didn't get to see this. So,
Okay.
but I agree because I was doing a little review on it. So I know it was 2.
Okay. Maureen, you want to explain to everyone how you got choice 2?
I checked from this point here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In between E and F is 7/8.
What is between 0 and 1? What is between 0 and 1?
1.
No, between 0 and 1, you have fractions. How did you know it was eighths? How did you know it was eighths?
Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I count the long lines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so you counted the markings, and each
well,
one of
yeah,
these represents 1/8.
Yeah.
So 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and then 8/8
Yeah,
is
it's-
1.
Yeah.
So if you have 7 markings, then you have 8
8.
distances here, and you can see them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
I'll say these. Is that how you figured it out?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so answer 2. All right, let's go to number 2. Okay, Mercedes, read number. Can you see this? Okay, should I make it bigger?
That's okay. I
All
can
right,
see.
so read number 2 and tell me what answer is number 2.
Says which letter best represent 30?
Okay.
So I would say the letter between what is me?
So your answer is what?
Okay. My letter will be I'm trying to figure out the one between D and the 40. If I'm wrong. Okay, let me check it again.
Which letter best represents 30? Now you have letters C, D, B, A. Which one of those?
D.
D. Why D?
because I think after 30 is 40.
Yes,
So
you're right, because before 40, it has to be less than 40, right? Because
mm,
you're increasing going from C to A. That's an increase.
yeah,
So before 40 would have to be less than, and that would be 30 would be about D. Very good, Mercedes. So what would be the answer?
that would be answer A.
Answer A. That's right, because answer A has the letter D.
Yeah.
All right. Now, if you said 50, you'd come after 40, and that would be B, right?
Yeah.
If you said 50. So know that your on your number line, you're increasing from left to right,
Right.
and you're decreasing from right
Right. To
to
left.
left. All right, Maureen, you had that one okay, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Maureen, number 3. Can you see this, or should I make it bigger?
I can see. What do you do first?
Okay, let me just make it a little bigger. Okay. And what does this say, Maureen?
What do you do first?
Okay, now read this expression and use the operations for the
It
signs.
said 12 divided by 3 multiplied by 4.
Okay, so which one would you do first?
The multiplication.
Mercedes, is she correct?
Yes, miss, because you have parenthesis first, exponent, then multiplication, and there is no parenthesis nor exponent, so it's multiplication next.
But what did I say about multiplication and division and addition and subtraction? The operations are from left to right,
Right.
right?
Yes.
So with PEMDAS, even though you have PEMDAS, right? You
Yeah.
have multiplication, you have division,
Division.
but it's left to right.
Mhm.
That's the order. So which would be done first, Maureen?
Okay,
The
Miss.
division.
Division.
Let me. Can I say something first,
Yes,
Miss?
go ahead, Mercedes.
Because I'm looking at the PEMDAS order of operation. I'm just looking at the multiplication come first. That's why I think that way. So you should pick out the multiplication part for like 3 times 4.
Yes, multiplication is first, then division, addition is first, then subtraction. But the rule is left to right.
Okay, so because I see the division on the, oh, you write it for number 3, 12 divided by 3 times 4. I should start the division first.
Yes, because even though PEMDAS says multiplication, then division, it says addition, then subtraction. But
Yeah.
for multiplication, let me just,
Oh, see where you got multiplication and you got division. You do the division first.
now let me go here. You remember I gave you a rule on this? I think I gave it to you in the last class. That for multiplication, let me just put this here. Multiplication and division. Okay.
Yeah, miss on multiplication.
Order, yes, I'll come back. Order is left to right.
Oh,
All right. And that's the same for addition and subtraction. So you can't put the multiplication first if you have division coming before it, because you go from left to right and division is coming before the multiplication. Got it?
okay.
And this is the same
Understood
if you
that.
had addition and subtraction. Let me just put that there. Addition and subtraction, same rule. So addition and subtraction. Remember that when you're doing order of operation, that even though the multiplication may come first, but if the division is going left to right and it's first, you do the division first. The same
Okay.
for addition and subtraction. You got
Okay.
it?
Yes, miss.
So that what would be the answer, Mercedes?
The answer would be B.
That's right. Answer B. Okay. Very important rule and one that's a lot of mistakes are made on. But just remember, the hard and fast rule for PEMDAS does not hold if one of the operations come first
Okay.
for multiplication, division, and addition and subtraction. Okay, so you do the division, then you do the multiplication. Got it?
Yes, miss.
Okay, now let's look at number 4. Maureen, read number 4. Did you do number 4, Maureen?
I do it, but I don't know if I got the right answer.
Okay, read number 4 and tell me what your answer is.
Mr. Richardson is driving to town 85 miles away. He drives 35 miles per hour for 2 hours before stopping for lunch. He drove 6 more miles and stopped for gas. What expression shows how many miles Mr. Richardson has left to drive?
Okay, so now you picked out what you needed
Yeah.
in the problem, right? So you need the 85 miles away.
Yeah.
That's where he's driving to a town.
Yeah.
You need that he
Then
drove
they
what?
do 35 miles in 2 hours.
That's right, Maureen. You
Yeah.
need that. And what else you need?
And it's 6 miles more.
Yes, you got 6 miles more. That means an add, right? So what's the total number of miles he drove, Maureen?
Miles he drove.
Yeah, just tell me in terms of the operation. You don't have to give me the total. How do you figure out the total number of miles he drove?
Because I multiplied the 35 by the 2,
Right,
right? Which is the 2 miles at 35.
right.
Yeah.
And additionally, he drove what?
6 more miles.
6 more miles. So he started with 85. And if
Uh-huh.
he's driving, that's being subtracted from the 85, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was your answer, Maureen?
My answer was D.
Very good. Answer D. Mercedes, you agree?
Just a minute. Miss, are you saying that after you multiply 35 by 2, why do you subtract? He said
Because,
he drives 6 more miles and stop for gas.
Maureen, why did she subtract? Why do you subtract?
What they that subtract?
Yeah.
Yeah, why did you subtract?
I subtract because they say here he drives 6 more miles and stop for gas. So it could be only have to subtract from the 35 multiplied by 2 as I figure it out. I don't know.
Well,
But it was 80 miles away, and then he drives 35 for 2 hours, which is 35 multiplied by 2.
Because 35 miles per hour. So 2 hour would be 70.
Right,
Right?
but you ain't gonna put 70 because you got to look at the numbers and see which numbers that multiply by 35 could get 70.
Yeah, but he said he drives
but
6
look at what you're looking for, Mercedes. How many miles did Mr. Richardson has left to drive? So
Oh,
that means a
You only
subtraction,
got
right?
6 more miles.
If he
Minus 6 miles.
yeah, if he has 70 and then 6 and 70 and 6 is what?
17, 67.
76.
Okay,
Oh,
so if he had
that's
85 miles he started with, then how many more miles? 76 subtracted from 85. That's why you subtract, Mercedes, because the question was, which expression shows how many miles Mr. Richardson has left to drive?
So what I was asking, maybe I was wrong. Why subtract 6 instead of 76 from 85?
Because you don't see that here. You've got to pick the one that matches what you was doing. Now you don't, but if you multiply 2 times 35 and 70, add 6, you get 76, right?
Marietta, you on?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm listening to you.
Okay. All right.
You understand, Mercedes?
1 second here. Okay, let me see. So if okay, it's the way you set out the answer. You
Yeah,
didn't put-
we gave a setup. We didn't
You
put
didn't-
76 there, but if you multiplied it
76.
out, you get 76. But ask yourself the question, Mercedes. If Mr. Richardson is 85 miles away from his town,
Yeah.
how would you find how many more miles he needs to drive after looking at the 35 miles per hour for 2 hours he drove and the 6 miles he drove? How would you find it? Tell me mathematically, how would you find how many more miles he has left to drive?
What I would do is I would as multiply 35 by 2. When I get the answer, I add 6 to the answer. Then the answer I would take away from 85. Then I would have like 9 leave. So I know that you have 9 miles left to go.
Yeah, but isn't that a subtraction? Isn't this, you said take
Yeah,
away?
subtraction, but I forgot that you didn't put in the 76. You're using 6 instead. You said it in a different way. It's the same answer I would get, but I did it another way around. That's why I was saying, why take away?
Well, what you said, Mercedes,
Sorry, Barbara,
exactly
my
what one of these setup is. It's
Yeah.
just that we didn't multiply it out. We just said what go in the multiplication, 35 miles per hour times the 2 hours, and then the 6 with the additional miles he drove.
I agree that B is correct, but I was wondering why -6. But is the order the way you set the answer?
Yeah, he drove 6 more miles. That's 6 subtracted from his total. Just
Yeah.
like the 35 miles per hour for 2 hours is 70 miles subtracted from the total.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
That answer your question, Mercedes?
Yes, miss.
Okay. All right. So answer, like Maureen said, was D.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's see. Marietta, did you 2 answers you didn't send me? Was that one of them, 3 and 4?
I sent all for you. I sent everything.
But you didn't send, you sent me something twice, but 2 answers you didn't send me on this.
I sent this one for you. I sent this one. The last one, number 5. I sent well, let me see. I sent
you sent me 5 because you drew the lines to match it, but it's 2 of them. I think it was 3 and 4 you didn't send me.
I sent everything. I sent let me see.
Well, I sent it back to you so you can see what you sent me.
I sent which point is 7 by 8. I send it to you as F. I send number 2. I send A, D. I send number 3. I choose number C. And I send.
Wait, you C? Well, but C. You said C, right?
Yeah.
Maureen, tell her why C is not correct.
What do you do first?
So what do you do first?
I did multiplication first.
Tell her why that's not right, Maureen.
You got to do the division first because it goes from like left to right. So when it's from left to right, you do the division first and the multiplication after.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Okay,
dropped that one.
that's why that was incorrect,
And
Marietta.
Mr. Richardson, I choose D.
Oh, and D is correct.
And the last one, I choose you want me to say to you?
Okay,
Number
no,
one.
okay, I want you to go to number 5. Tell me what are your answers for number 5?
Number 5, number 1, I choose 5 for number 1.
Okay,
Number
so 1 you have B, right?
Number 2,
Let me
I
make
have
it
C.
bigger.
Number 2.
Wait just a minute. Let me make this bigger. Okay. And for number 2,
Number 2, C.
okay, number 2 you said C,
And number 3 is 6.
and number 3
Is 6.
is A. Okay, right. Maureen, are those correct?
I didn't know because I got chance to do mine.
Okay,
Probably she right. I don't
okay.
know.
Mercedes, did you get a chance to do this?
No, Miss, I didn't see the homework.
Okay, so, all right, so I want you to do this. Tell me what answers you get. This is PEMDAS, right? Do the first one, 10 to the second power divided by the expression 5 to the second minus 5. And whatever answer you get, see which result it is from this column.
So you want me to do it? Want me to do
Yes,
number?
yes, I want you to do it now. And you too, Maureen, because you said you didn't do yours.
Okay, 10 to the second power. That's 10 tens. Right?
Let's see, do it and get your answer. I'm checking here for Marietta's. Now, Marietta, you sent me. Okay. Okay, Marietta, I'm sorry. You sent me all of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Remember the last time
Yes, you sent me all. You did excellent. You had 86%. Okay, so that was correct. But I think it was the one before that that you didn't send me everything.
I did.
Okay, yeah, like the assignment, I said, where's number 4 and number 5? The assignment 7, the one before the one you sent me. Now, the one we were talking about now, you sent me everything. And you had them all correct except the one, the number 3, the PEMDAS one.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was excellent. But you didn't, but the assignment before that, you didn't send me 4 and 5. Was that intentional?
I did send it to you. I put my name on it. The other one didn't have my name. I used PEMDAS rule to solve it. I didn't put my name on it, but I did send it to you.
Number 4 and number 5?
Yeah, I did send everything to you.
Okay, well, you look at what I sent back to you. What I sent back to you was what you sent me, and that wasn't there. Now, I think the mistake was you sent something twice, but you didn't send number 4 and number 5, okay?
Oh, okay, well,
I was sure you probably did it, but you didn't send it to me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so when you get a chance, just send me number 4 and number 5.
Okay.
Because you had 1, 2, and 3 correct, all right?
Okay.
Okay. All right, so you, Maureen and Mercedes are working on this table, and you have finished this, and I put your answers near Marietta, so we'll see if they get the same answers you got. What's the answer for number 1, Mercedes? What did you get?
1 sec. 1 sec.
Okay, let me copy that. Okay, let me just copy that there. Okay. And 10 to the second is what, Marietta? 10 to the second power.
Um, I choose 54. C.
No, that's not what I ask you. I
Oh.
ask you, what is 10 to the second power? Right here. It's 10 to the second power.
10 to the second power. You have to divide.
No, what
No.
does 10 to the second mean?
Multiply 10 by 10.
What is it, Maureen?
You multiply 10 by 10 twice.
Yeah, it's multiplied 10 by 10,
100.
right,
Yeah,
Melanie?
which is 100.
I mean, Marietta, isn't it 10 by 10?
Yeah.
Right here. Okay.
But I can't see too good. I tell you, I don't have no glasses. You have to do it big.
Let me make it bigger. No problem. No problem. That's right.
Because I can't see too good. Because
Okay,
I haven't go
very
get-
good. That's right. You can
Yeah,
do
now it's good.
that. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so, but what would you do first here, Marietta? Which operation would you do first?
Multiply 10 by twice.
Parenthesis exponent. So what would you do first?
Multiply 10 twice.
No,
Huh?
parentheses come first.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
parentheses, right?
Yeah, sorry. You have the 5.
So 5 times 5 is what?
15.
Now,
5 times
Multiply.
5.
It's 5 times 5 is 25.
That's right. So this becomes, it's just right here.
25.
Yeah, multiply. That's right. You
Yeah.
got it. Okay. So let's put that there. So you say 5 times 5 is 25.
Yeah.
Minus 5 is what?
Minus 5.
What's 25 minus 5? 25 minus 5.
25 minus 5, you say.
Yeah, subtract 5 from 25. What do you get?
20.
20. Very good. 20. There we go. So this becomes 20. So let's just put 20.
can I give you my answer, Miss, before you finish it?
Okay, what's your answer?
B.
What's
5.
your answer? The number?
5.
5.
5.
Okay, so you say your number is 5. That's 100 divided by 20. Okay, let's put here. Divided by 20, and that's, Mercedes is correct, and that's equal to 5. So that would be B, right?
Yes, miss.
Answer B. Okay, so 1 is B. So Marietta's correct. 1 is B. Now, Maureen, what did you get for number 2?
I'm doing that now.
Okay,
I'm multiplying the 4 by the 2.
let me multiply. Let me
So 4
copy that,
multiplied by
make
2.
it bigger. Okay. Okay, let me copy that there and make it bigger. Okay, can you see it now, Marietta?
Yeah.
Okay,
Where are
so
you?
I'm over on the other side now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Maureen, what did you do first?
You do the parentheses first.
Okay, so you did the parentheses first. Let's copy that. So what did you get when you do the parentheses, Maureen?
I
4 to,
multiply
4 to the second is what?
4 to the second is to multiply 4 twice.
So that gives you what?
16.
16.
16, okay. All right, so you got 16, and 16 minus 10 is what?
16 minus 10
10 from 16
is 6.
is 6, okay. So let's just copy that. So we have 3 to the second power times, and then 16 minus 10 is 6. So let's just put 6. Okay, what did you do next, Maureen?
Multiply 2 3 times.
So that gives you what?
8.
What?
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16.
Maureen,
Mul-
isn't that a 3?
3 to the second power. You didn't see it? Yeah.
Maureen, where you getting to?
They said 3 to the second power, right?
Yeah, so what's that equal to?
Yeah.
So 3 to the second power is what?
It's a multiply 2 3 times.
So what
No.
do you multiply 1? No, 3 is the base, 2 is the power. So you multiply 3 2 times.
That is 3, 3 is 9.
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's 9.
What you
You
do
were
And,
next?
saying the reverse,
and 9
and then
6 is 54.
that's
Thank
equal to 54.
That's the answer.
And 54, that's what you got, Mercedes? 54.
Been long.
54 is answer C.
Yes.
Okay, so that's answer. So answer C. All right, so Marietta is correct. So we know the last one has to be correct, right? Now, what did you get for this one, Mercedes?
Oh, the last one I didn't do it. Let me just quickly do it, please.
You were supposed to do it all. What's
Stop.
all?
I've stopped waiting on Maureen to finish.
No, you can't wait for Maureen. You just go
Oh,
ahead and
sorry.
do it.
Give me a quick.
You are mercy. Okay.
This is everybody is doing it, right?
Oh,
Marietta has done it already, so
no, I can't see it. I can see the. I can
don't
see.
worry. I'm making it bigger. Okay. So
No, not bigger. The next one. To form to. Oh, I see it now.
here it is: 8 to the second power minus 4 to the second divided by 2 to the third. So what do you do first, Mercedes?
You're going to do what's the in the panda parentheses.
Okay, so what do you get when you do the parentheses?
Okay, you're going to say because 8 to the second 4, you're going to say 8 times 8,
Okay, that's what?
and that is 64.
64. Okay. And
Then you're going to say 4 times 4, which is
that's
16.
okay. Very good.
Subtract 16 from
Okay. Let me
subtract.
just copy the rest of this and you tell me what you got for the parentheses. Okay, so
Okay,
divided by, okay, 64 minus 16 is what? I'll say these.
64 minus 16, that's 48.
Okay, so 48. Okay. And what's 2 to the third power?
That would be 2 twos, 4, 4 twos, 8.
Okay, 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So that would be 8.
And then
And
you
48 divided by 8 equals what?
divide. Oh, sorry, I thought it was
No,
minus.
no, we've already
Divide.
done the minus. That's how you
Oh,
got the 48, right? This
yeah,
is a division. So 48 divided by 8 is what?
6.
Mercedes,
6.
6. What answer is 6? 6 is answer A. See, there's the table.
Yes.
Answer A. So 6. Okay. Answer
Okay.
A.
Yay, I got all of them right.
All right. Very good. So Marietta sent me those answers. So she had hers correct. All right.
I sent it to I thought what that number was. The number I have, I thought it was yours. So I sent it right away. And she said, no, 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 that's not Miss Bab's number. I said, I sent my
You
things.
sent it to Miss Beckles, but I thought you had my number because I had sent you something. So you had
No,
my number. You just didn't look at your message because
no,
I hadn't messaged you, so you had my number.
I sent it from Miss Beckle because I saw Miss Beckle the number. I thought it was your number.
Okay, I got
So I
you. But
sent
anyway, you got my number. I had sent it something to
yeah,
you.
you send
So
it, you send
yes.
the number to me now.
Okay. All right. Now, just a couple of more practice problems before we go to the mean. Okay. Number 1, let me. All right, Mercedes, what's the correct answer for number 1? Make it bigger.
I can see it.
Okay, there we go. No, Marietta has a problem seeing.
Sorry,
Okay.
you're doing a new one? You're giving us some more example?
Choose the correct order of operations.
Okay, okay.
Now you got 3 choices. Which one is correct?
Completion from right.
Or you like it for pandas?
No, I just gave you a rule that
You mean-
overrides the strict order of PEMDAS. What was the rule I just gave you?
I don't think I understand what you're asking me.
Choose
Okay,
the
okay,
correct
okay.
order of operations. Multiply and divide from right to left. Divide and multiply from right to
Right
left.
to left.
Multiply and divide from left to right. Which of these is correct?
A.
Which one?
She said A.
You said A.
Yeah.
No, it's not there.
What would you say, Marietta?
Hmm?
What's the answer?
Divide and multiplication from right to left.
Are you saying except the word miss? If it's
Left
this word miss is B.
She know tell you.
I'm sorry.
I want to know the correct order of operations. It's
Wait,
either
Miss-
A
Number two,
or
number
B or C.
B.
What is it, Maureen?
See,
Yes, I just told you, right?
she don't tell us that. She don't tell us that up there.
Order is left to right.
Right.
We just went over it for
Oh.
one of those problems. So numbers for 3, right? Remember? Left
Miss-
to right. That's why the 12 divided by 3 comes first.
Right.
Yes, Mercedes.
We divide.
I was a little bit confused. Understand to what you're asking. If it was it to the last. You were asking the question to the math that we just did for number 2. What order?
Yeah.
Then I would know.
I didn't know what she was talking. She said choose one.
Choose the correct order of
Choose the
operations.
correct.
It's the one I just told you. For multiply and divide, you go from left to
I
right.
know.
Addition and subtraction, you go from left to right.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're misunderstanding me.
Yes, Mercedes.
Question goes towards number 2 that we just did. Like we say 40 divided by 8 equals 6. Were you asking a question towards that? That's why I couldn't give you an answer. That's why I
No,
look
she's
at.
not talking about that one.
Okay, but if it's pandas, that's why I say multiplication will come before division. That's why I choose.
No, that's what I just told you. That doesn't
But
always
she tell us
work,
that's what she do.
Mercedes.
The one that there by 12 divided by
Hold a
12
minute,
divided by 3
Hold a
multiplied by
minute.
3 and 4.
Maureen, hold a minute. But if she talking about the math that we just did, number 2, it would be B for the answer. Because
But
we
she
do.
didn't make that.
No, it would not be B. It could never be B. Remember, I said with
No, she
PEMDAS.
got number 3, Miss Barbara.
Miss, you
Right
don't have to
back down to number 3.
I got that,
Okay,
but
let's go
finish
back to number
Okay.
Right here, see it
Like
there,
here,
Mercedes?
which do you do first, right? That one we
Number-
just went over. Which do we do first?
Well,
Say
And
multiply
which one
and-
did you do first?
I do 1. In the math right, number 5?
No, number 3. What do you do first?
Oh, we do division. Long division first.
You do, because it's from left to right.
Right.
I know that.
With PEMDAS is what?
right there.
Parenthesis exponent, and you have MD, multiplication division.
Yeah.
Even though multiplication is coming first in PEMDAS, you
You do.
override that
Yeah.
by going left to right for multiplication and division and
I got
addition
that.
and subtraction.
Yeah, I'm trying to say that I got that straight. I understood that very well.
Okay, so if you understood that very well, then when I asked you the correct order, you should have chosen from left to right. Mercedes, you just told me you understood it very well, right?
Yeah, but Miss, you don't understand what I'm saying.
Go
I
ahead.
thought I thought this question was referring to what we just did. The math we just did. That's
No,
what I mean.
it doesn't have to be referenced to anything. It's a rule.
Okay.
It's a rule. The
So
correct order of operations is for multiplication, division, left to right. Addition and subtraction, left to right.
yes.
In other words, you can't follow the PEMDAS strictly in every operation.
Okay.
That's why I gave you that other problem. And I thought by giving you that problem and give you this, you'll understand why it could only be C of these choices. Multiply and divide from left to right.
I understand.
Sometime it'll follow PEMDAS, sometimes it may not.
Okay.
You got it? So in the case of that last problem, we did division before the multiplication because this multiply and divide from left to right overrides the PEMDAS. Got
Yeah.
it?
Yes.
Just think of it as overriding the PEMDAS. The same thing for addition and subtraction. So even though you have AS, addition, then subtraction, but if subtraction comes first, going left to right, you do it first. Got it?
Yeah, I understood, miss. But as I said, I thought this question was asking towards what we just one of the maths we just did. But if not, then the answer is what they gave is correct.
No. This, you just got to read it just like it says. Choose the correct order of operations. Multiply and divide from left to right. Sometimes left to right, multiplication comes first. Sometimes left to right, division comes first. You got
Okay.
it?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so I want to make sure you understand that this rule here overrides the PEMDAS.
Yes, miss.
Same thing for addition and subtraction. Got it? Any questions on that now? Because
No, miss.
that's a common error that's made by students, okay?
Yes, thank you.
All right, now, number 2. Let me make it bigger and I want you to do number 2. Read it and tell me the answer. Yeah, I made it bigger. Marietta, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want you to figure this out and tell me how many books total did Jenna buy?
Do you have to choose the answer or do you have to make up the
No, you have to give me an answer. I didn't give you a multiple choice. I want you to figure it out and tell me your answer. Give you a couple of minutes. Make sure your word problem, look at what you'll need to solve it. I like to underline things, underline what you need to solve it.
About 57 books. Right.
Did you underline the 57?
Yes, miss.
Okay, did you underline the 1/3? That's what you need. You need the 57, you need the 1/3, you need to twice the remaining. Then you put it all together and you get the total books she bought. Anyone get an answer?
Not yet.
Got an answer, but I'm doubtful.
Just give her. She knows. You don't gotta be doubtful. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right.
Total amount of book in all 93. I can be wrong. Oh no. Oh, I'm making a mistake with the answer. I have 54 instead of 57. Oh, I have to do it all over. I'm sorry. I just realized. Oh, this eye is burning me so much. Sorry, Miss Barbara. You said I put 57, I put 54, Miss. Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
make sure you put, that's why I underline it.
Yeah, I just make an error the number, one of the number.
7 1/3.
Okay, got it now. Okay, there's one number left. Ah. 1/3. 7.
Mm.
Marietta, you have an answer?
No, not yet. I'm figuring it out. That one is beating me.
Maureen, how you doing, Maureen?
Okay, they tell you just now.
What's wrong?
She'll tell you just now. She'll tell you just now, she said.
Okay, Mercedes, how you doing?
95, Miss.
95? Don't think so.
Hold on.
You can't add.
How many books in total did go on back? That means when I finish with the 1/3, I have to add 57 to it, right?
You
Am I
don't
wrong?
add.
No, it says what the total book in all. how many books in total? That include the first set of books. Am I right, Miss Barbara?
Yes, includes the first set of books plus any additional books she bought.
Yeah. Well, first you have to find out what is 1/3 of 57.
Okay.
And she says, what are to buy twice the remaining books?
I know do when I get 196.
What did you get, Maureen?
196.
196.
Good girl.
He wants to. Let's see. Do that. Well, I don't know what better way to do it. If I make an arrow.
So you got 57. What do you do with that 57?
You have to find out what is 1/3 of 57.
Yeah, that's your first step. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just put number 1 here. That's your first step. Step 1. 1/3 times 57. And what's that equal to, Marietta? What's 1/3 times 57? Marietta?
Oy,
1/3 times 57.
1/3.
Yes. In other words, 57 divided by 3. What does that give you?
19.
19. Okay, so
That's what I got too.
everybody got 19 for the first
Yes.
step, right?
Yes, miss.
Maureen, what's the second step?
Okay.
What's step 2?
That two is she. Okay. That two is the one to know how many?
No,
But had to buy twice the remaining books.
that's
Mhm.
right.
What's the remaining books?
Remaining books is 19.
I made my mistake.
No, 19 is how many she distributed.
Yeah.
So what's remaining, Marietta? How would you find that? Remaining means you're subtracting something. So what do you subtract, Marietta?
19 from 57.
That's it. I'll say this, you got to subtract 57 minus
Okay.
19. That's how you get the remaining.
I got 38.
Okay, so she had to buy twice the remaining. So remaining books is going to be 57 minus 39. What's that? What is that, Mercedes?
38 for the answer after you subtract.
That's for that, after subtraction. What's your third step, Maureen?
Okay.
What's your step 3?
You can 38 and
That three is you multiply.
You're right. Multiply what, Maureen?
38.
Okay. By
That's
what?
2.
That's it. Very good. 38 times 2. Because it says she had to buy twice the remaining books. So you have 38 left. And 38 times 2 is what, Maureen?
76.
46.
No,
Maureen,
25.
sorry.
Who answered 16?
Maureen, what's 38 by 2?
76.
76. All right. Now, Marietta, what's your step 4?
Ooh, I know my answer.
What's step 4? Marietta, what's step 4?
That's the one that was beating me. I could not get
What's
it.
step 4?
That's for easy.
Marietta, what's step 4?
The answer?
Let
No.
me just a minute. Let me just
That's the one beating me. That's the one I'm on still.
Are you following the steps?
Yeah, but that one was beating me. The 76 and thing. What do I have to go next?
Yeah, what do you do next? Okay, once you got the 76, what's step 4? What's step 4?
That one that's the one that beating me. I could not get it.
How do you find the total books
You
that she
add you
bought?
add
Yes, you
you
add.
add.
So what do you add?
you add 76.
To what?
To what?
Ooh, I
That's
don't.
it.
No,
Hmm?
look at, she bought 57.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
she bought an additional what? 76.
Yeah.
So add the 2.
You add the 57 and 76.
That's
Oh,
it.
that's the one that was beating me.
That's right.
What is that equal to, Mercedes?
That is equal to 133.
133. That's your answer.
Yep.
Beating me. I did not know how to go about it.
That's your answer. Translate the words to the math. 57, take 1/3 of it. That's how much she distributed. What's left? Subtract the 19 from the 57, 38 left. She
Okay.
bought twice the remaining books, which is 38. And Maureen said 2 times 38, 76. So she bought an additional 76. She started out with 57. 133 is the total books Jenna bought.
Miss, honestly, I
Yes.
almost missed getting the little part 38 times 2 wrong. Then I catch up on myself and say, oh, I forgot that
Yeah,
I should.
twice means 2, right? That's
Yeah.
why Maureen said 2 times 38.
Yeah, I know. But I almost missed it.
Okay, Marietta, what about this problem? You said it was beating you up. What about this problem was complicated to you?
The bottom and that one there was I said how I get in one third.
Oh, 1/3 times 57 is 57 divided by 3.
Mm-hmm. So I didn't know where do if I have to divide it with the multiply by 1.5 1/3. So I want to know what you have to do for it to so when you tell me it's 3, you have to multiply by 3.
Yeah, 1/3 times 57 is the same as 57
Yeah.
divided by 3.
Okay, now I know.
You got it?
Oh,
And
yeah.
57 divided by 3 is 19.
Yeah. I got it now.
Okay. So and so that's the multiplication. And then it says what? Twice the remaining. So that means you've got to subtract.
Yeah.
If she gave away 19 of the books, how many are left? Her original 57, subtract the 19. And then it says what? She had to buy twice the remaining. So 38 books left times 2, twice is 2. That's 76 books that she had to buy, right?
Yeah.
And she started out with 57. 57 plus 76 is
Yeah, so
133.
So you have
Total.
57 and
So the key here is translating the words to the math. What is multiplication? What is subtraction? What is addition? Okay. Distributed 1/3, that means you took that out. That's a subtraction, right? Twice the remaining means 2 times something. That's why you had 2 times 38. Okay. All right, so we've got another problem for you here. This one, I think you'll figure this one out. I'm sure you will.
Yeah, 12 eggs.
Okay, let me just make that bigger. And okay. All right. Marietta, read number 3.
You like to call my name, eh? There are 12 eggs in one box and 12 boxes in one cart.
Crate. Crate.
Yeah. How many are in a shipping of 24 crates?
Okay, so I know you know how to solve.
Yeah, 12 eggs in one box.
Yeah.
Who have the answer?
And 12 boxes in one crate.
Yeah.
Bless it.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Oh, you got your answer?
I got my answer, miss.
Huh?
I got my answer ready.
You got
Okay,
yours already?
Mercedes, what's your answer?
D.
You said B?
D.
D is in dog?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody else got an answer? Any other answers?
Bless you.
Okay, Mercedes, how did you get D?
Okay. So there are 12 eggs in a box and 12 boxes in a crate. So that is 12 times 12 is 144.
Okay,
And then you have how many eggs are in a shipment of 24 crates. So you gotta take 24 and multiply 144 to get your answer.
that's correct. Did everybody understand Mercedes?
Yes, we do.
Yes. So her answer was she took 12 times 12 times 24. Right? And that's just 3, 4, 5, 6. Because if there are 12 eggs in one box and 12 boxes in one crate, right? 12 times 12 give the eggs in one crate. So if you multiply by 24, that would give you the eggs in 24 crates.
Yes.
Got it? Questions on number 3? Okay. All
Thank
right.
you.
Number 4. That's the last one of our
First step of operation.
MDOS.
Simplify.
Okay, let me make this bigger. Okay. Can you see that, Marietta?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Maureen, what's the answer for number 4?
The first step in order of is to simplify.
What do you simplify first?
Okay. The exponents.
What?
What
Not
would you
the
say,
bracket.
Mercedes?
Miss,
Sign, parentheses.
you see?
The first step
You're going
in
straight
order
to the
of
operation of
operation.
order. Miss, are you talking straight operation of order? Simplified? Begin with
The first step in the order of operations is to simplify what?
parentheses.
Okay.
Parenthesis.
Yeah.
E.
The parentheses.
MDOS. Letter
Yeah.
P. Parenthesis.
Yeah.
Right?
You're right.
And after parentheses is what?
Exponents.
Exponent. So exponent cannot be the answer. Any questions on PEMDAS signs. All right. Any questions on PEMDAS signs, number line? Everybody's clear on that, right?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Well, we'll go to another topic. Mean, mode, median, and range. But we're only going to look at mean. What's another word for mean? Anybody?
Average.
Average. That's right. When you get the average, that's the same as mean. Now, we call these measures of central tendency, but that's mean, mode, median. Range is not one of those measures, but we do look at range. Okay. So today we want to only look at mean. All right. Now I'm giving, define the mean. Would somebody like to tell me in words, how do you find the mean of something? Maureen, how do you find the mean?
You add up everything. If it's 8 items, you add the 8 items, and then you divide by 8.
Very good. Add up all the items in a data set and divide by the number of items, right? Marietta, is that clear to you? Marietta, is that clear?
No, I don't understand it. Not yet.
All right, Maureen, give me an example. And so to make it clearer to Marietta.
Okay. We got 8 items, right? But it could be eggs, potatoes, bread, anything. But there's 8 items, right? So you add up them 8 items. The amount of money you get, then you divide it by the 8 items, and that's the answer.
Okay.
Oh, hold on there. Oh, hold on there. Give her figures.
Okay, mean sum of all the values divided by the total number of values.
Yes.
So let's just take an example. Okay, let's take an example. We have a couple looking for a house, and they can spend $150,000, right? So they know some neighborhood houses are very expensive and some are a little less and some are even maybe a little less. So they look at the neighborhood home prices and they come up with the prices in 3 different neighborhoods. Okay, so then they take the average of those prices, and let's look over here on the right. They're the neighborhood prices. Let me just make that bigger. Okay, they're the neighborhood prices. Let me just bring this down. Okay. So you have neighborhood A, you have all the prices, neighborhood B, all the prices, C, all the prices. Now, if they find the average or mean of these prices, they'll know which neighborhood they can more afford to buy a house. So they get the average of the mean, and they found neighborhood A average is 220,000. Neighborhood B is 190,000. Just make that bigger. Okay. Right? And neighborhood C is 140,000. Now, since the most they can spend is 150,000, Marietta, which neighborhood you think they would pick? A, B, or C?
Where is A, B, and C? Let me
A
see.
is 220,000. That's the average or mean. B is 190,000. C is 140,000. Which one you think they would pick?
C.
That's right, because that's closer to what they can afford, 150,000. B is out of their range, 190, and so is A, right? So that's what we mean by mean. To get the mean or average, you just add up, like here, let's just take B. 140 plus 290 plus 155 plus 165 plus 280 plus 220 plus 155 plus 185 plus 160 plus 200 plus 190 plus 140 plus 145. That gives you a total, right? Now, how many of these do you see? You have 3, you have 4, 4, that's 8, 3 is 11, 2 is 13. Then you divide the total by 13. That would give you the mean or the average. Got it?
So this one you divide and when you get the answer, you divide it from thing, right?
It's like Maureen said, divide by the number of items. So
Okay.
if you have, this is 4 and 4 is 8, 10, 3. That's 13 different prices, right?
Okay, I understand now. I
You
understand.
understand now? So you add up all those 13 prices and divide them by 13. That
Okay.
gives you the mean or the average.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Now, here's another example. And this one is calculated for you. Okay. This is a basketball team. First 8 games, 0 the scores. What is the mean for that series of numbers? Add them all up, divide by 8. Okay, that 8 here is underneath here because it's 8 items, right? And you get a mean of 49.25. You got it?
Okay.
Okay, now let's just before we get to another problem, let me just give you some numbers here. Find the mean of the following items. Okay. And I'll give you a series of items. Okay. Okay, you have 70, 45, 87, 56, 32, 90. So find the mean of those items and tell me what you get. I want everybody to do that one. Okay.
So everybody,
Everyone do that. Find the mean of those items.
70.
Now remember, you don't have to put them in order. You could just add them up just the way they are.
Okay.
No. 6, 32, 90. 7.
Now round it off to the nearest hundredth. Round answer to nearest hundredth. Anybody get an answer?
I add all of them together and I get 445.
So you added them together. Okay, let me just put them here.
Let me make sure I get the right answer. 70.
And then I divide, I get the thing, I get the thing. I divide 445 times divided by 7.
Yeah, it's 70, right? 70 plus 45.
70 plus 45 plus 87 plus 56 plus 32 plus 90. And we divide it by what?
7.
Plus,
Get the answer and I divided by 7.
Okay,
Yeah.
divided by 7, because there are 7 items, right? That's 7. So what did you get, Marietta? What was your answer?
I get 63.57.
63.1?
63 5714.
What comes after the 63?
70,
857.
45.
1 off 64.
What,
57.
what comes after the decimal point, Marietta?
57.
57?
Yeah.
No, that's not what I got.
32
Got 8.
plus 90.
Somebody get something different?
Yeah.
What did you get, Mercedes?
63.85 going
63.1?
8, 5, 7, and it's going on.
No, I said to the
And mine
nearest
goes on,
hundredth, to
yeah,
the nearest hundredth, Mercedes.
You say run off
Round it off to the nearest hundredth. What do you get?
6, 4.
What's
Oh.
after the decimal point, Mercedes? Round to the nearest hundredth.
it have the long number, but I choose 57. Too much long numbers.
No, that's why I said round to the nearest hundredth. That's 2 decimal points. So what comes after the decimal point, Mercedes?
8 comes after the decimal point.
Hundredth. That's just tenths. 8. What
5,
comes after the 8?
5,
Nearest hundredth.
9. No, sorry. 8 is 1 because it's more than 5. 5 is 1. Miss, is it 600, Miss? I'm just guessing right now.
It's 63 point,
Maybe 63.
this is 63 point 8.
5, 7 going to more. So they want it up to the 100th.
Is 5.
6.
So it's 63.86.
No.
63 point. What do you get, Maureen?
63.86.
That is correct. 63.86, because I said round it to the nearest hundredth. That's tenth, hundredth. Now, Marietta, how did you get 0.57? Maybe you made a mistake in your addition someplace. Because this is
I think I made a
that's
mistake.
your answer. 63.86. Mercedes, when you round it to the nearest hundredth, and you get 0.86.
Let me put my glasses on. Oh, okay. I guess 60. I guess what Maureen got. But I didn't
63.86.
remember how to round it off. The answer she got, I didn't remember how to round it off.
Well, if you got, Maureen, what did you get after the 8?
the
A
same as
5.
Same thing as I got.
And what comes after the 5?
7.
7.
Okay, 7. Okay, so
So you
if
take
your
1
number
from the
is
7. So you take 1 from the 7 and add it to the 5 and make 6.
no. If your number is 5 or greater, you bump
Correct.
the number up,
1.
right? Mercedes, this
Yeah.
number is 5 or greater, so this
It's 1.
5 goes to a 6.
6. Yeah.
So that would be equal to the nearest hundredths would be 63.86.
Yeah.
Remember, you're rounding now.
Yeah. Yes. I was just contemplating whether or not I should do the 7 or 8, call it 1 and say 64. That's
Well,
why.
see, this right after decimal point is the tenth place.
Yes.
So
Okay.
tenths, hundredths, thousandths.
Then, yeah.
Remember your place value. After decimal, tenth place, then hundredths, then thousandths.
Okay. So I should put the 1 to 5, make it 6.
Yeah, since the 7 is 5 or greater, that means you bump the number right next to it up to 1. So this goes to 6. If this had been a 3, then it would be 0.85. All right, so it's 5 or greater. If this had been a 5, it would still be 0.86. But if it
Yeah.
was less than 5, then you just round it to 63.85.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so Marietta, you understand mean now, right?
Uh-huh.
Add up all the items, divide by the number of items, and they don't have to be in order to
When you
do
add
the
them.
mean, to get the mean. But when we get to median, you'll see they have to be in order. But for mean, they don't need to be in order. Okay.
And,
So one of the things you should know is how to find the mean or average by being given a certain number of items and their values. Okay. Another thing about mean is you may be asked to find what number will give you a certain mean. Okay, and this is number 2. It's another type of problem. Okay, let me just make that bigger. Okay, make that bigger so everybody can see it. Okay, now here is one. Veronica scored a 75 and a 71 on her first 2 exams. To raise her mean score to an 80, what grade does she need to earn on her 3rd test? That's another type problem for mean, where you may be given numbers and you need to know what number you need to get to a certain mean. Now, what this means is that if she has 2 scores and she's got a 3rd score that she needs, when you add those scores up, you divide by 3, that gives you the mean. Here we go, 75 plus 71 plus an unknown score
number.
divided by 3 will give you 80. So we set this up and solve for n. Everybody clear on this equation?
I think so.
Okay. 75, 71 on the first 2 exams. N is really the 3rd score, the 3rd test, right? So if we go to 3, that's 3 items divided by 3. And we want to get a mean of 80. All right, so how do we solve this?
Okay.
Multiply both sides by 3. Remember, that's the main rule of an equation, is whatever you do for the left side, you must do for the right side. That keeps the equation in balance. So when we multiply 3 by the left side, we have 3 divided by 3, and 3 divided by 3 gives what?
9.
Divided by 3 gives 1.
Yeah, not 9, Mercedes. I said divide. 3 over 3 gives 1.
Oh, beg your pardon. Beg your pardon. I didn't hear you
So
properly.
you just have 75 plus 71 plus n. 3 times 80 is 240. Okay, now what number
Clearman,
adds to n to give you 240? So to do that,
oh,
you add the 75 to 71, you got 146.
Mhm.
What number adds to 146 to give 240 is the number subtracted, 240 minus 146. That gives us 94. So Veronica must make 94 on her third test to get an average of 80. That means you can take this 94, put it into n, add it to 71 and 75 divided by 3, you'll get 80. Any questions on
no Clearman,
solving for a value to get a certain mean?
I didn't get this Clearman, I'm sorry.
I get it yet.
Okay, I said what we went through the first type problem where you add up all your items, divide by number of items, get the mean. The
Yeah.
second type common problem is you are given the mean and you're given some scores. You want to know, how do I get that mean with an additional score? So that additional is the n.
So that's why you use 3 minutes?
Yeah, because now you have 3. You have 75, 71, and a new grade.
Okay,
All right, that's why I have the n for the new grade. But that gives you how many grades? That gives you 3 Mercedes, right? 75, 71, and the new grade. That's why it's divided by 3,
Okay.
not 2.
okay.
You follow?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's now 3 scores divided by 3. And that's equal to a mean of 80. Because it says mean score to an 80, right? Right there. So that's why we have 80 here. Total items, total of the items divided by 3 is 80. Now we solve for the n. So the first thing we want to do is to multiply both sides by 3. And then we have 7.
Miss, 1 second.
Question.
You
Question.
have to, you mean add 75 and 71, then divide the answer by 3 and also divide 80 by 3. That's what you meant?
No, right here I'm saying the total of 75 plus 71 plus the third score divided by 3 is 80.
No, because the n is unknown. That's why I'm asking if we should add together 75 and 71 and divide by 3.
No, if you add 75 and 71, that would give you what? 146
46.
plus, and you still have to multiply by 3 to try to get n isolated. You follow, Mercedes? Remember, you're trying to solve this equation for n. So to get n, you've got to do the multiplication first, because this is a division.
Okay.
The opposite of division is multiplication. So you multiply both sides by 3, and then that gives you just the addition equal to the 240 that we got from 3 by 80.
Well, you get 240.
3 times 80 is what, Mercedes?
Oh, beg pardon. Oh, 3
3
times.
times 0 is 0. 3 times
Okay.
8 is 24.
4.
You got it?
Okay. Yes.
So
So
now you've got 75 plus
plus
71 plus a third score adds up to 240. So what number goes here for n? It would have to be 240 minus the sum of 75 and 71. And that's how we got the 94.
4.
that again, Miss, right here.
Yeah, right here,
Yeah.
75 plus 71 plus
Mhm.
n is 240. So n would be 240 minus the sum of 75 and 71, which is 146 right here. Okay.
Oh,
So we subtract the 146 from the 240 and we get 94. That's the grade Veronica would have to earn on her third test to get an average of 80 for the 3 tests.
So the answer is 94. Yeah, I got it.
Yes, the answer is 94.
Got it.
Okay. So that's another common problem that we have with mean. First, calculate the mean, given all the items, and you know how many number of items there are. The second type is this type where you're given the mean and you're given some of the items. You want to find what is that unknown item that I need to get this mean. Okay. So that's the second type problem that you're given when you're calculating mean. Any questions on problems of this type?
Not for now, miss.
All right. Mariette, is that clear to you?
Only one problem I have with it.
Okay, just tell me what that is. We'll go over it again.
I know you get 240, right? Where you get the 146? That's what that bothers me.
Okay, 75 plus 71 is what? Right here. Add 75 to 71. What does that equal to, Marietta?
Oh, that's what I want to know, where you get it from.
Yeah, what is 75 to added to 71? Add that. What do you get?
75
Plus 71.
plus 71 is 146.
That's where we got the 146.
That's what I had want to know. I had
Very good. That's right. Stop me if you don't follow. 75 and 71 gives the 146. So now you have 1 and 46 plus an unknown score equal to 40. So look at it this, you know then what number do I add to 146 to get 240? It has to be 240 minus 240 minus 146.
Okay.
And I get what? 94.
Oh, okay. All right then.
That clearer now?
Yes, baby. It's clear.
Very good. Okay. So that's the second type problem. All right. Now okay. Now I want you to solve number 3. Let me make this bigger. And I want you to solve this. Now this is just like the one I just did. All right.
When you did the 170, the one.
Yeah, the one I just did, this one is just like it. I just want you to solve it. Make sure you know how to do this, okay?
75, the one you're talking about?
Yeah, the one I just completed.
We have
I
to.
said he wants John would like a 90 average. The one I just did, Veronica needed an 80 average, okay? Or an 80 mean. Remember, average same as mean, okay? So you want a 90, John wants a 90 average. That's the mean, right?
Mhm.
Now, on 3 of his tests, this is what he has.
So that's add.
That's right. Now, what does he need to make on his last test? Now, he's got 3 tests, so that would be a 4th test to get an 80 average. So I want you to solve this. Okay. So solve that for me. And it's just like the one we just did.
Hey. What, you trying to give me a heart attack?
Marietta, you know you enjoyed this. You enjoyed this. Marietta is talking, but you know what she did? That last homework I sent her, she did it that same night and sent it to me.
Yeah, I got the thing.
She knocked it right out and sent it to me, right?
Yeah, I have to.
Okay.
Because my friend says she's going to beat my butt if I don't do it by you.
Who, Latoya?
Oh,
Was that Latoya told you that? Latoya is serious. Is she?
yes, she's very serious. That's why I like her.
Yeah, she does her homework.
Yeah. Say you don't have nowhere to go. Sit down and do your work.
Ah.
Just sit down and do your work. You don't have nowhere to go. Okay. Yeah.
So find the fourth score John needs to make to get a 90 average.
Okay. Oh. Toot, toot, toot. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then. Oh. Hey. You want to beat me up, Miss Barbara?
No, practice makes you better.
Oh yes, Miss Barbara. I heard you. I heard you. Yeah. Pretend. Okay. Okay. All right.
So you're looking for that fourth score that John needs to make to get a 90 average. So for a 90 average, your total should be 360, right? 4 times 90. So you could do this really mental math, right? 4 scores for 90 average is a total of 360.
What is the lowest grade he could receive on his last test in order for him to get a 90%? Miss Barbara, you say 360. Where you get that 360 from?
Multiply 4 by 90.
Huh?
Multiply 4 by 90.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean 90 by 4.
Multiply by 4. Oh, okay. All right. Uh-huh. Okay. Uh-huh.
I'm stuck. Let's see.
Not you alone. Not you alone.
Okay. It is an idea.
Sorry, I'm back.
You back, honey? Oh, my goodness.
Yes. What's the answer? Anybody got an answer?
No, we don't have it yet.
No, I was telling you a way to do it mental math.
Yeah, I get the 360.
So add up the scores that you have and subtract from 360. That would be your answer.
I'm not sure this one.
Anybody have the answer?
627, miss. I'm not sure it's right.
What? What's your answer?
I
I
haven't
get
been
93.
able to answer.
Maureen got 93. Anybody got a different answer?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess hold on. Okay. I think I didn't know what I didn't do. I didn't divide. Let's try this again.
Okay, Maureen's got let's see, ANS 3 93. Any other answers?
Mm, okay.
How you doing, Marietta?
Not yet. I'm having a bit of issue.
I was giving you another way to do it.
What other way?
A 90 average for 4 scores is 360. 4 times 90,
I have
right?
that. I have that.
Okay, now add up 78 plus 89 plus 100 and
Yeah.
subtract that total from 360. That would be your answer.
Okay.
Really?
Yes,
Maybe that I reached so far.
I'm giving you another way to do it.
I got
I did exactly that when but I didn't get, I don't know where to go again.
I
So
add the number, I get 267. But
now subtract that from 360,
okay, all right,
Marietta. Subtract that from 360.
all right.
And what do you get?
Wait a minute, I'm subtracting now.
I'm not getting it.
I got 93.
That's your answer.
Miss, tell me what you do. Tell me again. Tell me what you did there again.
No, I'm giving you another way to do it. For a
Yeah.
90 average, right? 4 times 90 is equal to 360. In other words, your total has to be 360 to get a 90 average for 4
Okay.
items.
Okay.
Got it?
Mhm.
Now, take
That-
the
that's fine.
78 plus 89
Plus 100.
plus 100. What was that? Marietta, what did you say you got?
267.
267.
177.
Now,
267.
yeah, now take the 360.
And you subtract
That's it. And
you get 93.
okay, yeah, you subtract the 267
8,
and you got what? 90.
93.
9.
That's your answer.
Yeah.
Same thing Maureen got. So
Oh.
I've given you 2 ways to do it. The other way I did it setting up an algebraic equation. Now I'm showing you another way to do it. For a 90 average for items, the total is 360. Add up the scores I gave you, 78, 89, 100. And as Marietta say, that's 267. Let me just,
Oh, got it.
that's 267. And then take the 360, subtract the 270 from it. You get 93. That's the answer. That's what Maureen got. And that is correct. You got it?
Yes.
So you have 2 ways to do it. Which way do you like better?
The way you show us.
Okay, so because if you have a total and you have an average, then the number of items times the average is equal to the total. So to get a 90 average, you need to know what total do I need to get on this 4th score to make a 90 average. Add up the 3 scores, subtract from the 360, and you got your answer. Got it?
Yeah, but I think this one is much easier.
What's wrong, Marietta?
I say yours is much easier.
Oh, this way.
Yeah, you might.
Yeah, this is, yes, you're right. So, you know, if it were 5 items, you multiply 5 times the average. That would give you a total. Then you say, oh, how much do I have already? Let me just add these up, subtract those from the total, then I've got what I need to get on that next score. Got it? Okay. Questions on that kind of problem? Mercedes, you okay with that?
Yes, miss.
Okay, now I want you to also be able to get the mean when your numbers are not all positive. So you
Excuse
remember your
me,
questions?
excuse why I was a bit confused because in the first one you say like you use a 4 to multiply the 90 to get the 360.
Yeah.
I thought I would use the 4 to do the same when I get the total of the three numbers. That's why I'll be confused. When I add up 78, 98, 89, and 100, I
Right.
thought I should use the same 4 and divide it.
No. But when you add those, you got the total you got for those three scores. The
Yeah.
360 is the total for the four scores. So the difference is what you have to make on that last test. I'll say you have it.
I thought I should use the 4 on the both sides, like where I used the 3 and on both sides. The first one you show us, for example.
Yeah, well, if you did it like I did this one, you would have to put the three scores plus n, and then it would be fours.
Yeah.
Okay, and 4 times 90 is 360, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do it that way, but it would have to be a 4 because you'd have three scores plus an n, so that would be a 4 divided by 4. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, as I said, I want you to be able to do a mean even if your numbers are not all positive. So try this one. You remember your sign rules, right?
Which one, miss?
Number 4.
Oh.
Remember your sign rules? Tell me the mean of these numbers, and I have it in a bracket. 5 minus 9, 14, 1. Tell me the mean of that number. What is the mean equal to? Remember your sign rules, right?
18 divided by 4.
Determine the mean of
Numbers 5, -9, 14, and 1.
4.5, miss.
What did you get?
4.5.
4.5. How did you get 4.5?
Maybe let me try another way. Maybe it's wrong.
What did you get when you add those numbers up?
Miss, I subtract and add.
Yeah, so what was your answer for 5 minus 9, 14, and 1?
I got 18
19.
divided by 4.
You get what?
I got 18 divided by 4. That's 4 figures.
How you get 18?
Because
It's 19.
5
5
from 9. 5 from 9 leaves
4.
4. I'm wrong. 4 and 4, 14, and 4 is 18, and 1 made 19. I made a mistake.
5 plus 14 plus 1
1,
minus 9. And what does that give you?
19. Isn't it 19? Yeah.
11.
Hold on, I'm counting wrong. Oh, what? Wait a minute. Subtract 5 from 9 is 4, right? 4 and 1, 5.
Add up all your positives, subtract their negatives. What do you get? Maureen said it. What is it, Maureen?
11.
11.
I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, 20, 21 minus 9, 11. So your mean will be 11 over 4.
What do we do here, miss? We add 5 and 14 plus 1.
Add all
Yeah.
your positives and subtract the negative.
Because
Make
understand
it
that was
easy
a
on
is the
yourself.
9.
Hold on.
Add all your positives, subtract your negative. Make it easy on yourself, right? 5 and 14 is 19 plus 1 is 20. 20 minus 9 is 11. So you'd have 11 over 4.
And you take away 9 from 20.
You take away what?
I got it, miss.
You got it?
Yeah.
And 11 over 4 is equal to what? 2.75
Yes.
equal 2.75. Or you could have left it as 11 over 4. That would be okay. That's your answer.
Then think it up like and I'll get it.
Questions? Yeah, when you're adding up signed numbers and you have negatives and positives, just add all your positives and subtract your negative. Right? 5 and 14 is 1 is 20, and 20 minus 9, and like Maureen said, 11. So you have 11 over 4. Got it? Questions?
I was trying to do it another way, miss, but I'm getting 19, so 20.
How were you trying to do it, Mercedes?
Because you're doing it wrong. That way you get 19.
What were you doing? How did you get 19, Mercedes?
All right, look. That what I said.
She said drop 5 and 9 is 4, right?
Yeah.
And then add the 14 to it and the 1. That way she get 19.
What did she do?
She said 5 and 9 is 4. 14 and 4 is 18, and the 1 met 19.
But that should be a negative 4. A 5 and a negative 9, Maureen, is a negative 4, not a plus 4.
Right, but that's how she did it. That way she get 19.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She made an error. It's supposed to be a negative 4.
Okay.
Right? And a 15 and a negative 4 would give you an 11. See, when you make a mistake in the sign, you get the wrong number, but that's a negative, not a positive. It's not like 9 minus 5. It's a negative 9. It's 19, and you got a negative 9. It gives you a 10 plus a 1, gives you an 11. Got it? Now say, did you see where you made your mistake?
Yes, miss, I did.
Okay. All right. But I'm saying to simplify it, just add all your positives together and then subtract the negative. I think it's easier that way. What do you think?
I think so. I didn't think it like that. I just look at it straight and say, oh.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's easier when you combine your positives and then, apply your negative. I'm just trying to make it simpler for you, okay? You don't have to add it just the way you see it here. Just think about, I've got a positive 5, a positive 14, positive 1. Let me just add those all up and then apply my negative 9.
14 and 1, 4, 15 and 5, 20.
Okay, that's right.
Miss,
Yes, Marietta.
I'm going to go on the bed to think my foot is already swollen up.
Okay, you go ahead. We're about done anyway. We're about done.
We're about to finish now, so that's no problem.
No problem. I just have one more. And of course, it'll be in the work that I email you.
Okay, baby.
And also, it would be on the YouTube. Okay, so I want you to do just this last problem. Let me just make that bigger. The grade a student earns for a course depends on the mean of the best 4 of the 5 tests he takes. The minimum mean score for each grade is as follows. An A is 90, a B is 80, a C is 70, and a D is 60. Now, Charles has 5 tests here, and here are his scores: 68, 50, 77, 73, and 80. What was his letter grade? Now, remember the mean, this is key right here, the best 4 of the 5 tests, right? So calculate your mean. Tell me what letter grade that the student earned. Any questions of what you're finding here?
I'm just trying. I can't see the numbers, Mr. Gone again.
There are your numbers. 68, 50, 77, 73, 80, right? And you get the
73 and
best
80.
4 of the 5. So remember, of these 5 tests, you've taken the best 4.
Miss, I see
Calculate
your
your
Yes.
mean.
question. Miss, I see your question. No, I see them. Come right back.
Okay. Calculate your mean. Tell me what your mean is. Tell me what the letter grade is.
One, two, three, four.
Tell me what you get for the mean and tell me the letter grade.
Okay.
A, B, C,
18,
or D.
it's 9.
90, 80, 70, 60. So your choice is A, B, C, D.
Okay, my answer is D, Miss.
What is your answer?
D.
B?
D, as in
D
dog.
is in dog?
Yeah.
So you say he, okay. So you
So
say his letter
what
grade
is
is
the
D.
best 5?
Because I run it off, Miss.
You use 4 scores to get the mean, right?
Hold
5.
on. 5.
Remember,
1, 2, 3,
no,
4,
remember
5.
I said the mean of the best 4 of the
4. Oh,
5.
of the best 4.
Best 4 of these 5. You don't use all 5. That's why I caution
Okay,
you at the
okay,
beginning.
okay. Nobody
All right.
talk. Let me go back over. Nobody talk. Let me get back over. All right.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
Maureen, did you get an answer?
Wait,
Okay,
Marie.
4.
Wait for me.
Maureen. Mercedes says, wait.
I didn't get it. I didn't get that part. That's why I did it wrong.
I get some it.
Well, one more answer.
Oh, 7, 3, 7, 8 is 18, right? 1,
Okay.
15,
Answer. What's
it's
the
34.
answer?
4 8 is 32, 33, 34. I get 87.
You get what? The mean?
Yeah, I add 60,
Maureen, how you get
68, 50,
87? How
77,
could you get a
78.
mean bigger than these scores?
So I have 73, 7, 8 is 18, right? 1 and 7 is 8, and 7 is 15, and 5 is 20, is 26.
You add 68, 77, 73, and 80, right?
Yeah. So
And
I
what
get
did
out
you-
73, 7, 8 is 18, 1 and 7 is 8,
Maureen.
20, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34.
68
Tell me, Maureen.
plus
When you add what's the answer you got? When you add all of them.
77
348.
No,
plus 73
98.
plus 80.
73, 7, 8,
And this is divided by 4, right?
15, 15,
This
plus
is
28,
the-
20, 30, 31, 32, 34. So, but
So Maureen, what did you get when you added that up?
how much numbers I add up? Oh,
Yeah. When you add, yes, but
Oh.
what was that total?
Okay. I at 68, okay. 77,
What's the total?
What's your
73.
total?
You did it already.
Maureen, what's the total of those 4 scores?
Okay, 73, 78 is 18.
What? I thought you did that already.
What's your total?
288.
No.
What did you get, Mercedes?
73, 78 is 18. 1 is 9. 7 is
Mercedes, what did you get for your total?
298.
I get
298.
298.
Very good, Marietta,
298.
you're right, 298.
298.
Yeah.
And what's 298 divided by 4?
Oh,
5.
What is it?
75.
74.5. You can square to 75.
Okay,
4, 7 is
74.5,
28. 1 is
okay.
29. 4 is
So
28.
that's correct, it's 74.5. 74.5. Okay. And if you round that it's R75. So what's the letter grade?
Oh,
75.
it's where is it? Scroll me. Let me see, Miss. Let me see the first set. 50.
All 4 and
It's right over here
694.
on the other side. What's the letter grade?
4 is right here, and 2 is right there.
On the bottom.
75 equates to what letter grade?
A
The
B.
50.
No.
I don't understand that.
This is the minimum. This is the
73 center is
This
this is the
ladder.
minimum mean. So 75 is less than 80. So it would have to be a C.
4 7 is
70. 70.
Have to be
Oh, yeah.
C.
I
That's
figured
right.
70, but that's not what I'm. That's not
It
what
would
I
be,
think you're
okay,
asking.
so the answer would be C.
Yes, Miss, I agree, but that's not what I think you're asking me. I misunderstand you mean the ladder. I thought out of
Remember when you divide 4 into 298, right?
Yeah.
You get 4 7s is 28, right? And
You
2
get
is 29,
you get what?
right? 4
298
7.
divided by 4 is 74.5,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Round it off is 75. 75 is less than 80, so he has to make a C. His letter grade has to be a C.
yes.
That's a 70.
Okay. It's 298 divided by 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
298 divided by 4. That's 74.5, rounded off to 75. So his letter grade is not big enough for a B because it's less than
No,
80. So his
it's
letter grade is going to be 70,
70.
C.
Okay.
The minimum mean score for his grade is as follows, right? What is his letter grade? His letter grade is going to be a C. Because this means that A is 90. That's the minimum for an A. B,
Okay.
the minimum is 80. C, the minimum is 70. D, the minimum is 60. But since he didn't make 80, but he made more than 60, his letter grade is a C. So what was his letter grade? C. Answer C. That's his letter grade.
Okay.
Okay, questions?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Any questions on anything we've gone over?
Not really.